On our very first Sundays in Shepherdstown, we're going to visit the Shepherdstown Streetfest, meet world-renowned cartoonist Danielle Corsetto, best-selling romance novelist A.B. Gibson, ghost hunter Pat Marin, and yes folks, Shepherdstown has ghosts, and visit with NASCAR driver Christian Rose and much more. But first, let's see what's cooking in downtown Shepherdstown this beautiful Sunday morning.
Streetfest has been going on for a number of years. I come down here every year. I live here anyway. It's a lot of people, thousands of people. There's 60 participants today, vendors showing their wares and things to sell. They had 70 was the most they've ever had. They have 60 this year. It's well attended. It's getting busier all the time. Music starts at noon, runs all the way through until about 8 or 8:30, I think, tonight. Different genre of music. Anything you want to, it's here. It's a great thing for one of the greatest small towns in America, Shepherdstown.
We are Sand and Pine. We are an online company. We're all from Charlestown and Shepherdstown, West Virginia, and so we've started an online company where we sell home decor. So right now our company is called Sand and Pine. We rented the Evolve space here for the weekend, knowing Streetfest was happening, and we're a pop-up shop for 3 days and just selling all of our lovely curated home decor.
I'm Julie Gross. I am an artist. I have been a painter for my whole life. I was an art teacher for the last 18 years, and I left teaching back in June of last year, and I've been doing markets ever since. It's been so awesome. I actually have done another event in Shepherdstown. I did the handmade Shepherdstown down the street, which was a lot of fun. And then I'm here today, here at the Street Festival, which is awesome. I've met some really cool people so far, and I love it. But yeah, a little bit more about the work. I love color, so as you can see, bright colors. And a lot of the pieces, they start as paintings, and then I'll digitize them like this, and then that's what I use to do the clothes, as I also have clothing over there. I do the prints, the paintings. I also have jewelry, so all of the things.
Well, maybe one day I'll marry if I ever find a girl, but I'll love so guitar as much as I love this world. Rolling on, I'm rolling on, I'm rolling on through life, just rolling on. Play that fiddle, boy.
Why do they call Shepherdstown Elephant Town? Well, there's an interesting story. As lore has it, the circus was coming right down this road in front of the church and dropped dead in the street. The whole town was perplexed. They had no idea what to do with the elephant. But it seems that the church behind me was just excavated. It hadn't been built yet. So they dragged the elephant from the street over here and buried it in the hole. To learn more about the story, let's head up the street and meet nationally known cartoonist Danielle Corsetto, who's actually crafting a comic strip called Elephant Town.
Right now, I'm just kind of sketching to get used to drawing some of the characters for Elephant Town, which is the book I've been working on since May of last year. And it's a graphic novel, so it actually takes place in Shepherdstown, where I live. And it's kind of about small town life, and mostly young small town life.
Where did the name come from?
So if you know the story about the elephant that's buried in town from a long time ago, there was, actually it's right next door to here, a circus that went through town in I think the late 1800s, and an elephant just dropped dead, and they were working on, I think, excavating the church, and had the hole already for it, so they were like, well, we could just roll the elephant into there. This is how I remember the story. I'm sure there were probably more correct versions, or I could be getting little details wrong, but I really struggled trying to come up with a title for this book, and I like the idea that I don't fully know what the story is behind the elephant, and I feel like that kind of encapsulates small town life, is the rumors and stories that get kind of warped and changed from person to person, and that's a little bit of what the story is about.
Let's head back down to the sweet shop now, see who's there. Oh, I think I see best-selling romance writer Alan Gibson. I also see Ghost Chaser Pat Marin, and I think a little further down, that is realtor Andrew Lowe, who sold me my house.
Well, it's very exciting. Yes, I wanted you to see the reboot that I made of my first book of the series, Magic at Myers Beach. It's what they call a clean, urban romance fantasy. It's a lot of subgenres there, but that's how they're doing it these days. Anyway, I'm very excited about it, and but even more exciting is that yesterday I pushed submit and sent in my 4th manuscript. So all 4 books of the series are now in. 3 of them are published, and the 4th one will probably come out in another 4 or 5 weeks. So that's very exciting.
Shepherdstown is definitely one of the most haunted locations in America. And you mentioned the sweet shop. This was actually a Civil War hospital during the Battle of Antietam. When Confederate General Robert E. Lee was retreating back to the South, he did it via Shepherdstown, basically turning the whole area into a hospital for the wounded and a morgue for the dead. As you may know, September 17th, 1862 is when the Battle of Antietam took place. It was the bloodiest battle in American history, with 23,000 soldiers dying and even more wounded during that time. And like I said, they basically are everywhere. Many people report sightings of Civil War apparitions, shadows, people wearing uniforms and clothing of the time, including right here at the sweet shop. This far wall in here was apparently not in existence at the time, and several employees have seen figures coming through the wall, again in Civil War uniforms or clothing. And there's a plaque right here on the side of the building, which you may want to take a look at, where it tells a few more details about what is now the sweet shop.
Yes, I understand it is haunted. I have not seen the ghosts myself. I think that's because if I see them, I'll put them to work. But I have had other people comment that they've seen them, heard them, and we had one night baker who would lock everything up because they kept bothering him. So, yeah, and we had the program on TV, which told the story of this building being used during the Civil War as a hospital. They did operations and amputations on the 2nd floor, and literally, for true, threw amputated limbs out the window into a wagon over on King Street. So, oh gosh, we do all kinds of pastries, cookies, cupcakes, cakes. We make our own bread. We're short a baker right now, so we're a little light on the bread side. We make sandwiches. We have wholesale business. We supply to NCTC, National Conservation Training Center. We were doing Bavarian for a long time, but again, since we lost our bread baker, we've had to suspend that temporarily. We sell to Cisco. We sell cheesecake to Cisco.
Is it cold?
It is. Okay, awesome. Do you want cream and sugar in it?
And on the sweet side.
Okay, got it. I'll be right back.
If you just would take a quick look around, or you hear the sights and sounds, it's truly all about the town, people, the camaraderie, the friendships, history, the arts. We're very fortunate because it's all right here in one small place. It's almost kind of like an extended family for people. They love it here.
full house, Andrew. Well, it is Sunday after all, so let's take a little trip down the road from Shepherdstown. I think you'll be surprised at what we find. So here we are. We are at the famous Summit Point. This is where Paul Newman raced. I remember it as if it were yesterday. Yeah, sure, Mike. In any case, we're in luck today. NASCAR driver Christian Rose is here. Who needs the other drivers anyway, right? Let's go on in and meet Christian Rose. Is fearless learned, or is fearless inside of you somehow from birth?
I think it's got to be inside you, because I mean, the number one thing that you got to do to be good in these things is, first of all, you got to be stupid. I mean, you got to be dumb enough to know you're going to take a corner at 200 miles an hour and if you break something, you're going to hit the wall really hard. So if you're not scared of it, you can learn how to be a good race car.
Naturally, I wanted to try out the track before I let Christian Rose take a spin around it. I thought I did pretty well. I reached about 110 miles an hour, no problem, banked all the turns well. I think you'll be impressed.
Greg Haas.
The Greg Haas.
Indeed. I have the name, but not the budget.
My name's Edwin Pardue. I'm the Director of Motorsports here at the Summit Points Motorsports Park, and what a really unique day today. It's such an example of a local business, a government agency, a local citizen all coming together to really promote all the great things that are here in this part of West Virginia. Christian Rose is here today with his ARCA race car. He's at Summit Point Motorsports Park here in Jefferson County, and he's supported through West Virginia Tourism. So it's 3 different groups coming together to, I think, do something really, really unique. It's been a great day today.
Okay, I didn't drive around the track. We didn't go 110 miles an hour. Get over it. But I've been promised that they will teach me to drive and let me have a go at it in the fall. So we'll see. I could become famous.